What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm doing.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So are you homeless?
I could be homeless sometime. Sometimes I go home.
Okay. So sometimes you stay outside and sometimes you go back home?
Definitely.
Kind of regroup type deal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How old are you?
31.
31. And so
Almost.
Almost? So you're 30 right now?
Mm-hmm.
When do you turn 31?
In 6 months.
6 months? Oh, what do you mean almost? That's not
In
almost.
May.
That's not almost. So you're 30.
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been like doing this going outside thing and stuff like that?
About all my life. But being an adult since I was 18.
Yeah? What happened at 18 that caused you to live like this? What's up, YouTube? Guys, I have been overwhelmed with requests to help people grow their YouTube channel. So I finally decided to go ahead and create the Mastermind. In the Mastermind group, we're going to meet every Sunday evening for 2 hours. I'm going to guide and facilitate the conversation towards YouTube growth strategy. I make no claim to be an expert, but we're all going to learn from each other. The cost is $40 a month. Click on the link in the description or go to my community wall. If you want to grow with anything in life, you got to invest. So click the link and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Now back to the content.
I had got put out by my parents out breaking curfew and drinking, and they didn't appreciate that very much, being disruptive. And I couldn't damage any more property, so they let me go. I had went to jail for the first time.
How long?
I was in there for about half a month.
Okay. Was these your biological parents?
No, they were not.
This was your foster? Okay. How long had you been with them? Since what age?
About 10 years.
Okay, so since you was about 7 or 8?
About 9.
Okay, so about 9 years old? Okay. Do you know why you had to go to foster care? What age did you go? Did you go at 9 years old?
I went at birth.
Okay, so did you ever know your biological mom?
I've been around my biological mom. She's very kind. We don't get many chances to be around each other, but I have been around her.
What age was the first time that you met her?
I want to say about 2. We went in the defects office, her and my father.
Okay, so you was Tyler when you first. Okay, so she's kind of been there, but you was raised by the system.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any kids?
No.
That made you smile.
Because I have lots of godchildren.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have many. I don't have any
biological children.
Any children of my own. I had a couple of miscarriages.
Okay, so you had miscarriages. How long ago was that? Was that recent or like earlier in your adulthood?
I try not to think about it. I can't even put my mind on it. I might have one soon. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You might have a miscarriage soon?
Yeah, I get stressed out and I try not to.
Are you pregnant right now?
I don't. I feel pregnant. I try not to let children into my world, like come into the world, like when I'm unstable, mentally or physically.
So as far as we see the fingers and stuff, I'm assuming we smoke hard. What other hard drugs, if any, do we do?
I might want to say all of them, cause sometimes people inject water with stuff too. I've seen LSD, shrooms. What's the other one? Coke.
So you try whatever drug is available, basically.
Beans, Molly. That Molly was the worst.
That was the worst? What was the first age that you did like the harder drugs?
I smoked a cigarette when I was like 7. Not 7. I was about 5, something like that.
Well, I get it, but what about the harder drugs like cocaine, crack, Molly, any of that stuff? What was like the first age that you did that stuff?
When I was weed, then drugs. I started coke when I was 18. I never really did drugs like that when I was little, as far as I can remember.
Right, but so what made you start doing coke at 18?
Being a badass, I was really mad at myself and mad at my parents for not allowing me to be there on with all my shenanigans. I was really I was thinking.
So let's talk about that. So real quick, okay, so you told us growing up, you know, foster care, that type of stuff. I always ask this question. When you were younger, did anything like ever happen to you or anything like that?
Lots of things happened to me, but I was diagnosed. I was heavily medicated.
From what age?
First time I remember being medicated, I was like 8.
8, something like that. Okay. So you know, like I say, you say lots of things happen. Specifically, any type of sexual assaults or anything like that?
I wouldn't say it was sexual assault. They were real sweet with it, but it was just inappropriate age. It was illegal.
So it was like they groomed you into it type deal?
Yeah, something like that. Or tried to groom me out of it, but either way, they exposed me to sex too early. And as far as the penetration and touching and being naked and stuff like that, and late at night, I won't remember that because I shut down when that happened. So those things happen. But I cannot explain.
They're blacked out in your memory.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, how do you think that affects you?
I'm a terrible person. But I try to, well, it makes me feel like a horrible person, but I try to leave people out of the home with it. You know
Let me see your thumb. I just noticed that. What happened?
I was trying to get some crack, and I cracked my thumb open by mistake.
How?
I jumped off of a high place and landed on my thumb because I was gonna take off running like, and I got in a runner's position.
You come over here for a second, man.
I got a runner's position.
And how did your thumb? Did it get sliced off?
No, I went like I had surgery 3 times. I went like this because when you run, you put your fingers in.
Was that at Grady?
They did a good job.
Dude, can you do me a favor, man? I'm gonna give you $10. Can you jump in this real quick? I just want to point out. Yeah, that's fine. I want to point out the dichotomy here. We have a biologically born female that kind of almost presents almost male, right? And then we have a biologically born male that almost presents female. And I just want to show that, like, this is Atlanta right now. No, I'm serious. This is Atlanta, man. Jakar, how's everything been?
I'm straight.
Everything all right? Okay, man. We got to catch up, okay? I just wanted to show that real quick. I saw you walking by. So I got you straight. Just stand over here. I got you. All right? Okay. So because, like, can we see what's under the hat real quick? Okay.
That makes.
So essentially, okay, because do you think that some of the behaviors and stuff like that, do you think that came from the traumas that happened when you was a kid?
No, I think it was because I chose to react that way.
That's how you feel about it?
That's how I feel.
Ooh, okay. Did you like end up going to high school and stuff?
Yeah, I ended up going to high school.
Did you graduate?
Yes, I graduated.
What school?
Roswell High School.
Shout out to Roswell. And are you from here? You from Atlanta?
I'm from Georgia. I wouldn't say I'm from Atlanta.
What part?
I'm from all over Georgia. It's complicated with my
situation, the foster care, all that stuff.
Right, with my biological situation, my my defects involvement really threw that off. I really couldn't put my finger on it. I know I was in Covington when I was real in one of my favorite foster homes. I called the lady Mama Cheryl. She stayed in Covington. My first foster home, I can't remember exactly where it was, but that one led me to a second one where it was, at first it was a house and then it was a trailer, and they was on like,
it was going down.
It was like, no, not necessarily, just different.
Huh.
Different terrain.
Appreciate that.
Like different area, but they were single. I just remember, like, see how the house like here, it was just like that. But then the other one was even more secluded. They were more like secluded, you know what I'm saying? As time went on, as house to house, it became more of like a neighborhood thing. At first it was
just like one, and then it built out. Neighborhood got filled out. I get it. Okay, so okay. Do you harbor like any resentment to like your biological parents deep down inside?
Yes. Because we didn't have enough time together to get the answers to the biological questions.
Are they not living anymore?
Well, my father isn't. My biological father is not. My biological mother is.
Ask her the questions you want to know right now. Look her in the camera. Ask her.
Where have I been mentally since I was born? What mental developments, knowledge-wise, did I go through? What were my developmental activities, fundamentals?
When you was a baby is what you're asking.
What did they teach me?
Did you ever get to understand why they had to give you up to the state?
That has been left up to my interpretation, and that's what I'm resentful about, because that's where those questions.
Well, explain,
like, okay, cool. I understand drugs, you know what I'm saying, but where was the economy then? Where was the social status of black people? What was the main topic of conversation? And I mean, like, the real, not just on new, like, when I was 5, or something like that, around 5, I went to the news station. No, I wasn't. I was like 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the news station with Mr. and Mrs. Wiltshire, I believe. I could be wrong, but they had me in the back of the Fox 5 news station, or 11 Alive, something like that. And I just remember sitting back there waiting on them, because she said, we're going to the news station, you finna be on the news. And I said, what you mean I'm gonna be on the news? Because, you know, I was excited at first, and I remember we watched BET and scary movies and stuff like that at home. We listened to a whole lot of music and did a lot of going to church and a lot of grocery shopping.
Right.
Walking and stuff like that. So I wonder what I was sitting back there for, and I don't think I accepted myself as old enough to ask a question like that. I was very aware of my growth and what the natural do's and don'ts are as a child. I know that because I was taught those things, like don't you know, interrupt an adult's conversation, you know what I'm saying, don't walk by yourself and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Okay, I get it. All right, well, listen, miss, we appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way for them to do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Absolutely, but I have my people contact your people about that. You is my people, so I'll just have you deal with that. This is your contrast.
Well, you don't have Cash App?
I do have Cash App, but I'm not.
You don't want to shout it out?
I'm not.
No?
I'm not accepting.
Any handouts? Okay.
No, I'm just not accepting on when someone else does the work. All I do is answer questions. You got the phone. You took the time.
Well, no, but I don't need it, and there may be people that watching that may want to help your situation.
Well, you can help the people that need it.
You're not the people that need it?
Yes, I'm a person that needs it, but I'm a person that wants it more than I need it. So whenever I actually get to the point of not wanting it and actually needing it, then God will provide it. So therefore, all these proceeds need to go to you and your business.
Listen, we appreciate you, like I say. Do you have Instagram or Facebook?
I do, but I don't even want to get into that right now. I ain't been on it about 6 or 7 years. About 6 years.
Well, I think people just going to want to know what you used to look like.
Probably a whole lot better than I look right now.
Right, so what is it? Tell us.
Well, we can do the before and after shots. I'm trying to get okay. I'm trying to be okay with what everyone around me is comfortable with me looking like versus what I'm comfortable with. Because I've always had the chance to choose what I want or to get what I want. It was always about me. No matter if it was given to me or if I chose it, I still chose it because I chose, like, the homes that I stayed in. My food was provided. My bed was provided. I never had to
So
do,
what? Tell us what your Facebook is.
I forget. Kenya Lachelle, I think.
Kenya Lachelle.
Kenya Lachelle 10 or something like that.
Kenya Lachelle is spelled L-A-C-H or L-E?
S-H.
Okay, L-A-S-H-E-L-L-E. Okay. And then Kenya is spelled the regular way.
Right.
All right, well, like I say, Kenya, we appreciate you.
Yes.
Definitely wish you nothing but the best, all right?
All right, now.
All right.